Like button, ladies and gentlemen. We are now surviving Miss Alopecia, and we are surviving the whole Smith family. And the craziest part about it is, Will Smith has been trying to make a rap comeback. And how can he make a rap comeback when you got your daughter online crashing out during survival? Salute to Miss Red, Camp Bella, Bellick in the building, Jazzy, Giselle. This is crazy, y'all. Real eyes recognize real lies. This is crazy. Now, I was wondering why this girl broke down crying on the internet. And we already know that the Smith family is crazy in the motherfucker. Pills of Bible. And I said to myself, I'm not going to cry throughout this. I'm not going to cry. But I'm going to break this down and we're going to do it together. These kids in Hollywood are thrown off, guys. They are thrown off, but we must meditate. Everybody close your eyes and bow your head. Salute to everybody in the building, guys. We are surviving the Smith family. This is crazy as hell, guys. And the most quietest one out of the whole Smith family is Willow Smith. Pure Bible. And ladies and gentlemen, I try not to be hard on this girl because she's a girl and I have two daughters, Pure Bible. But I also have a son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more vocal with Jaden Smith than I am with Willow Smith. But Willow Smith crashed out a few days ago. She got on the internet and she burst out crying, pure Bible, and came back and said that she was just joking, that we can't take a joke. Well, allegedly, Willow Smith came out and said the reason why she really was crying because Jada Pinkett Smith had an entanglement with her girlfriend. Pure Bible. Oh my God, this is crazy. And we already know that Jada Pinkett did have an entanglement with Jaden Smith, her son's boyfriend. August Alsina was Jaden Smith's boyfriend. Pure Bible. Everybody thought that he was just a friend of the family coming around. We already know. Even Chris Rock said that Jada Pinkett was sleeping with her son's friends. So you mean to tell me now it's her daughter's girlfriend? Her girlfriend, lesbian love? This is crazy, guys. I've never heard Willow Smith talking like this. She talking about niggas and cussing up a storm. Smash that like button, guys. That family is thrown off.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet.
The girl said that we are slow. Us N-words are slow like molasses, pure survival, and she's calling us the N-word. Like she grew up in the hood. You did not grow up in the hood, pure survival. And you remember, I'm thinking the girl is on drugs, y'all. Prayers for Willow Smith. You know what I mean? Like she need to whip her head back and forth and take the drugs, put the drugs down. Because I remember when they came out and said that Jada Pinkett Smith was allegedly getting the whole family high. Do you remember when Jaden Smith and Willow said that Jada Pinkett was getting the whole family high? Yes, hair grease. She's high as a motherfucking kite. Listen to how she talked. She got on the internet crying like this at first. Pure survival. She bursted out crying, and you see it at the top. It said, "Who ate all of the PUSSY?" Pure survival. Why would this girl post a picture crying, talking about who ate all the kitty cat? Real pure survival. Come to find out, well, allegedly her mother ate all the goddamn kitty cat. This is crazy. So Jada Pinkett, the girl asks, who ate all the pussy? So Jada Pinkett is the one who ate all the pussy. Pure survival. And the girl is crashing out on the internet, and now she's trying to play it off like it was a joke, that we are slow, we can't take no joke. No, you was dead, motherfucker, serious. When your brother broke down crying on the internet, he was crying the same goddamn way. Why are they so rich and all they do is sit around and be crying and having these crazy ass moments? This is crazy.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed.
She said, y'all forgot that funny existed. Shit. Why would we think that is funny, Willow? Pure survival. Tell me, why would we think that is funny that you bursted out crying like this and posted this on the internet? Pure survival. Yes, she is definitely on drugs. She has to be on drugs. And the little girl, she's a pretty little girl. She's 24 years old during survival. And to me, that's a little girl. You know what I'm saying? And she burst out crying and then said, who ate all the kitty cat? Who ate all the pussy is what she put in this post. So Jada Pinkett Smith allegedly is the one who ate all the real. So her mom ate all the cat. This is crazy, guys. And the girl is cussing like this. She got to get some therapy. It seemed like this girl need help. You remember on the red table, Jada Pinkett used to talk nasty to them. This girl had all kinds of pornography. She had a pornography habit. Like, these kids is messed up in the head, y'all. And if you listen to the music she's listening to in the background, it says she want to suck my cock off. She want to suck my cock off. Listen to what she's listening to, talking crazy like this.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed. Y'all niggas like molasses.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think the girl is on drugs. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that this is her being funny. Why would she post a picture of her bursting out? I'm talking about crying her eyes out, pure survival, and then turned around. Look, she posted this and then said that this was funny. And then you talking about who ate all the kitty cat. Now, I'm shout out to the LBG community, pure survival. If she likes girls, she has a lesbian love. You know what I'm saying? Which she's 24. She's a grown woman, pure survival. She has a right to date whoever she wants. But for her to post a picture crying like this and saying who ate all of the badussy, who ate all of the badussy, and then now they're saying allegedly Jada Pinkett is the one who ate all of the badussy, pure survival. You should have known not to leave your girlfriend around your mom, pure survival. Jaden Smith left his boyfriend around your mom, and she started giving August Alsina that therapy, that freak off therapy, pure survival. Then she put that old kitty cat on August Alsina. Real pure survival. August Alsina got turned out so bad that August Alsina boyfriend went and got a boyfriend, and his boyfriend got a boyfriend. Pure survival. Him and Jaden Smith haven't been going steady ever since he had an affair, an entanglement with your mother, girl. When you seen your mom take your brother's boyfriend, that should have let you know right there, pure survival. I think that the feds need to run into the Will Smith residence because it's a lot of crazy shit going on over there, pure survival. Jada Pinkett don't need to be talking to these kids, talking about she want to give them counseling. She want to look, I want to give you counseling. Everybody sit around the room. Look, Tupac, stay right there in the closet. Tupac, stay right there. Pencil Bible. I want you, Tupac, to listen to me talk to these kids. That woman is thrown off. Had Will on drugs all this time. Now Will coming out and allegedly he got a girlfriend, like a real girlfriend. Pencil Bible. He got a white girlfriend. Because she probably accept that he has a boyfriend too. That whole family is thrown off. Do not think that I believe that this girl coming out doing all of this shit for no reason. Ain't no way she talking about niggas and talking about we the ones that's slow. How you saying that we are slow, Willow? We're not slow.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed. Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too.
And the messed up part about it is she's talking about us being slow because we was concerned about her bursting out crying like this, pure survival, and now she's trying to disrespect us. I feel like Will Smith family, they must have told that girl, look, you better go up there and say that nothing's wrong with you, that you up there crying, it was a joke, da-da-da-da-da. But who posts a picture crying and think that that's comedy? Pure survival. It was nothing funny, Willow. We was worried about you. You know what I'm saying? And now I didn't even read the top of the caption. I didn't even know the girl said who ate all the vagina. You know what I'm saying? And then to come to find out, allegedly your mother ate it. This is crazy.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed. Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so
wow, but it was funny shit, and then she's calling us sweet. No, your brother is sweet. Pure survival. Your father is sweet. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there trying to talk about us, and we tried to help you. Pure survival. When your brother bursted out crying, you did the same thing. He did the same thing. What is happening to these kids? Why do they keep getting up there crying and shit like that? Pure survival. And that's what makes me burst down crying. There is no way that you crying like this and it ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is insane, guys. And this is what you look like, Willow. This is what you look like.
So what? I don't care. Y'all can't take a joke. So what if I like to eat the booty like burgers? Who cares? I don't care if my mom knows that I like to eat booty, and so does my dad. He doesn't care. My dad likes to eat butt too, and so does my mom. So I don't care. Y'all can be mad. Y'all need to just dollars. That's all y'all is. Y'all just dollars. And that's the vibe. That's why y'all can't take a joke. Okay?
We can't take a joke, Willow. You was dead serious. This is why your brother bursted out talking about Tyler the Creator is his boyfriend. Do you think that your brother was going to let your mom around his boyfriend right now? Absolutely not.
I feel like I just want to say Tyler the Creator is the best friend in the world, and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. life. Tyler, the Creator, is my fucking boyfriend.
Do you see how thrown off this whole family is? Jaden Smith bursted out and said, Tyler the Creator is my boyfriend. The day that boy, Tyler the Creator, is a rapper, he didn't want people to know that he had a boyfriend, that him and Jaden Smith was going steady, pure survival. He didn't give a damn. He came out and just screamed, Tyler the Creator is my boyfriend. And now you, Willow, on the internet crying, talking about who ate all the vagina, and then come to find out, allegedly, your mother ate it all? This is crazy. That whole family is bizarre. Y'all got to smash that like button because they need to send a real counselor over there, especially, and they got to start with Jada Pinkett, pure survival. Don't let the red table talk come back, but she needs a therapist, and so does these kids. These kids is crazy. Smash that like button.
I feel like I just want to say Tyler the Creator is the best friend in the world and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. It's true.
Look, Tyler the Creator was trying to hide in the cut. The boy had a mask on. Pure survival. He's trying to hide. It wasn't even the COVID time. Tyler the Creator, that's my boyfriend. He did not want nobody to know that him and Jaden Smith was going steady. Jaden Smith said that him and him were boyfriend, that was his boyfriend since he was a little kid. So this means in Hollywood, they inappropriately have their children with other little kids. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This is fucking crazy, y'all. That whole family is thrown off. How do you get a boyfriend at 5 years old? Pure survival. And he tried to hide. And I'm telling you, Jaden Smith get that from his mom. He like, you're not going to hide our affair. We've been fucking since we was playing with Legos. Pure survival.
I feel like I just want to say Tyler the Creator is the best friend in the world and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler.
He's been his boyfriend his whole life. How inappropriate is that? This is when he was a minor. You know what I'm saying? He said he was his boyfriend his whole life. Pure survival. So where was Will and Jada? Well, we know they were doing movies and stuff like that. But this is insane. And his sister got the same mind state. You know what I mean? And I thought Willow was the one, because I seen her taking inappropriate pictures with grown men. Jada Pinkett was sitting there talking to her about this stuff on red tape, like real inappropriate shit. And then y'all wonder why these kids are thrown off like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to smash that like button. Everybody in the building, let's get them likes up, man. Like, we got to make people aware of what these Hollywood people are doing. This is why these kids are screwed up. You know what I mean?
I feel like I just want to say Tyler the Creator is the best friend in the world and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. It's true. Also, the fire marshal said they're gonna shut us down. So if you could just step back a little bit, just so they don't shut us down or whatever. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of you. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. Okay, if you take anything away from this fucking show, that's what you need to take away.
They do not care. Do you hear how they cussing and carrying on? And she's cussing the same way. Like, that's crazy.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed. Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though.
And you can tell she high as hell because she's super relaxed. She like slow. You know, what does polytheism mean, y'all? Because I remember she been talking real nasty since she was a kid. Jada taught her all that shit.
Female, that's all I need. Well, there it is. She said she wants one of each game. How's that make you feel? Because I think my stomach just...
She said she wanted one of each end. She was talking with her mom and her grandmom about like females, how she want a girl over there and a girl over there. And they're sitting there smiling and laughing about it.
So, female, that's all I need. Well, there it is. She said she wants one of each game. How's that make you feel? Because I think my stomach just... Hey, listen, you know me, Willow. Whatever makes you happy. I think Willow is really young. And so... I have so much to learn. So much to... My introduction to sex was obviously working in on you and Jackie. That was the first introduction.
Look, she said her first introduction of sex was me walking in on you and Will Smith, with you bending my dad over, pierce her Bible, and dildoing my dad down. This is crazy.
So, female, that's all I need. Well, there it is. She said she wants one of each game. How's that make you feel? Because I think my stomach just... Hey, listen, you know me, Willow. Whatever makes you happy. I think Willow is really young. And so... I have so much to learn. So much to... My introduction to sex was obviously working in on you and Jackie. That was the first introduction.
Listen, somebody like me, it feels like it's really all just centered around.
I mean, I'll give you an example. Let's say you haven't always been the kind of person that wanted to have sex all the time, but your partner is. Are you going to be the person to say, you know, just because I don't have these needs, you can't have them either?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of one of the reasons why I actually was interested in poly, because I was introduced to it through kind of a non-sexual lens.
Can y'all tell me, what is polytheist? What does that mean? Can y'all put it in the chat? What is polytheist? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's good. It's cool for you to talk to your kids about sex, but I feel like she was putting this all in their head at a young age. What is polytheism? You know what I'm saying? I do not know. I can't look it up because I'm on here with y'all. It means multiple partners. Not just, oh, so she was a little freak when she was a kid. Oh, wow.
I'm the only polyamorous person, and I have the least sex out of all of my friends.
Willow Smith brought the newest debate to Red Table Talk.
It takes practice to have those difficult conversations.
On Wednesday, the multi-generation dynamic got personal once again, this time with Willow's revelation that she's polyamorous.
This has been a journey for you, Miss Willow. How did you make this decision? With polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you, and not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do.
All right, so she made it clear that she wanted to have more than one partner. Pierce her Bible. She wanted 2 and 3 women. So now allegedly she's upset because Jada Pinkett ate up all of the Badusi. This is crazy.
She's polyamorous.
This has been a journey for you, Miss Willow. How did you make this decision? With polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you, and not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do.
The 20-year-old singer opened up about her perspective on polyamory relationships, helping her mom and Gammy understand her desire to have multiple intimate partners at this.
She was saying this, what she looked like, she like 2 and 3 years old right here. She got to be at least 2 or 3 years old. Pure survival. She was already down with having freak-offs at that young age. Yes, she wanted multiple motherfuckers. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I heard she like boys and girls. So what the hell do you think, where did she get that from? Her mother likes to have multiple partners. Clearly, pure survival. She had an entanglement with her son's boyfriend behind Will back. So where do you think that she get this shit from? She knew at a young age, look, I want more than one. You know what I'm saying? But you taught me the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Willow, you can't get mad if your mom ate all of the kitty cat. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the kitty cat spread out all on the table, knowing your mom going to get the dip and she's going to dip her face inside of the kitty cat. Real pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Smith learned not to leave his boyfriends around her. That family is throwed off. I don't care what nobody says. Smash that like button.
Right. The 20-year-old singer opened up about her perspective on polyamory relationships, helping her mom and Gammy understand her desire to have multiple intimate partners at the same time.
So I was like, how can I structure the way that I approach relationships with that in mind?
Yeah.
Also, doing research into polyamory, the main reasons why monogamous relationships or why marriage, why divorces happen is infidelity.
Yeah.
Let's say you haven't always been the kind of person that wanted to have sex all the time, but your partner is.
Right.
Are you going to be the person to say, you know, just because I don't have these needs, you can't have them either?
Right.
Throughout the series,
So the girl knew what she wanted from the beginning. You know what I mean? And she told her mom. So if Jada allegedly ate up all the Badussi, then she's wrong. But this is why Jaden Smith and Willow was saying that she was getting them high. I think the girl is definitely on drugs for sure.
That's when we thought that Jada Pinkett Smith could not possibly get more controversial. Some more drama just popped up, and it just shows how crazy the dynamic of the Smith family really is. Jada's kids, Willow and Jaden, just came forward to expose her for getting them hooked on drugs and how it affected their mental and physical well-being. And y'all won't believe all the other wild stuff that Jada did to her kids. Did Jada really force Willow to take the drugs against her wishes? I swear, it's becoming harder.
You see
and harder
that?
to defend
They've
Jada.
been saying that Jada was getting all of the whole family high. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it all came from her. Will Smith finally broke away from that. Y'all see he out doing videos now with females, pure survival. He don't even got his ring on no more. You got to run from Jada.
Jada's kids, Willow and Jaden, just came forward to expose her for getting them hooked on drugs and how it affected their mental and physical well-being. And y'all won't believe all the other wild stuff that Jada did to her kids. Did Jada really force Willow to take the drugs against her wishes? I swear, it's becoming harder and harder to defend Jada Pinkett Smith because it feels like every single time we hear something about her, it just makes her look worse than we ever.
Exactly. Don't it make it harder? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jada Pinkett was the lead culprit to turn out that whole family. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that. If y'all don't think that she is the one that did it. She done made a book called Worthy, Pure Survival, went on a whole tour making fun of Will Smith, disrespecting him. He finally just breaking free from her. Pure survival. So imagine how she had the kids. How you got everybody on drugs in the motherfucking house. You don't know what. I'm telling you, she's the head freak off vampire. She should have been in Diddy Glover's freak off trial. Pure survival. I know she got people trapped inside of her basement. She probably got some of Jaden friends and Willow friends trapped in the basement in the freak off dungeon. I know she got a dungeon down that motherfucker.
Her wishes? I swear, it's becoming harder and harder to defend Jada Pinkett Smith because it feels like every single time we hear something about her, it just makes her look worse than we ever thought was possible. Now, most of the time when Jada gets dragged, it's usually because she said or did something to embarrass her husband, Will. But this time around, she is getting dragged for being a horrible mother to her kids, Willow and Jaden. According to new reports, Jada had the entire family hooked on drugs to help them solve their issues.
Now, you hear that? She had the whole family on drugs to help them solve their issues. So how do you think they're going to solve their issues today? If you were taught, hey, just take a pill. If you're feeling weird, you're feeling horny, pop one of these ecstasy pills. Bible. It's going to upgrade your horniness. She made them all do drugs, and Will couldn't do nothing with her.
Worse than we ever thought was possible. Now, most of the time when Jada gets dragged, it's usually because she said or did something to embarrass her husband, Will. But this time around, she is getting dragged for being a horrible mother to her kids, Willow and Jaden. According to new reports, Jada had the entire family hooked on drugs to help them solve their issues. That's highly weird for y'all. But this isn't really the first time Willow has exposed Jada's questionable parenting. For one, Willow claimed that Jada had always treated her super differently from Jaden just because she was a girl. This just shows how hypocritical Jada was because
See, and that's what she was actually saying. Willow was saying that Jada Pinkett treated Jaden Smith more like the daughter, Pierce her Bible, and you see why he turned out talking about Tyler the Creator, that's my boyfriend. He turned out to be the girl in the family, and that's why she treated her different.
Reports, Jada had the entire family hooked on drugs to help them solve their issues. That's Holly weird for y'all. But this isn't really the first time Willow has exposed Jada's questionable parenting. For one, Willow claimed that Jada had always treated her super differently from Jaden just because she was a girl. This just shows how hypocritical Jada was because she has always been a preacher of feminism and equality, but she wasn't practicing what she preached.
There is a difference between how black moms will treat their daughters and their sons. Oh my goodness. Something as simple as just like getting up at the right time. It would be.
Do y'all think that's true? So she was already saying you treating Jaden different. I'm the daughter, I'm the girl, Pierce her Bible, and then she turned out to be the butch. Willow Smith turned out to be the boy that likes girls, and Jaden ended up turning out to be the girl that likes boys, which is no disrespect or nothing against the LBG community, but I feel like Jada Pinkett turned them all that way. Jada had Will Smith liking boys. This is crazy.
Jaden just because she was a girl. This just shows how hypocritical Jada was because she has always been a preacher of feminism and equality, but she wasn't practicing what she preached.
There is a difference between how black moms will treat their daughters and their sons. Oh my goodness. Something as simple as just like getting up at the right time. It would be like, you might like, you better get up. To me, it'd be like, oh no, school's about to be, you better get dressed, we need to get the, and it would be like, I'd be in my room like, okay, I gotta get up. But then Jaden is there, she'd be like, oh.
Messy, and Jaden was saying it.
You see that? She was more sensitive with Jaden. She was running up on her. Get up, bitch, get out. You gotta go to school. And Jaden wake up like, Mom, I'm just feeling refreshed today. I'm having dreams about my future boyfriend named Tyler the Creator. And she would just let him get away with murder. Y'all gotta smash that like button. We got almost 2,000 people. Everybody smash that like button. We are surviving Miss Jalapeno.
Be like, oh no, school's about to be, you better get dressed, we need to get the, and it would be like, I'd be in my room like, okay, I gotta get up. But then Jaden is there, she'd be like, oh.
Messy, and Jaden was saying it different.
And he'd be like, live in one moment.
This got a lot of criticism because Jada has always tried to portray herself as a feminist, talking about female empowerment, gender equality, how no gender should be treated as more special, and all that stuff. And meanwhile, she was doing something entirely different to her own kids and giving Jaden preferential treatment just because he's a boy. But
y'all see that? She was giving Jaden Smith preparation just because he was a boy. Pure Bible. He was. Miss Jalapeno turned that boy out. Pure Bible. Got Chris Rock slapped in the face. And you think I'm not going to say nothing about this, Jada? Your daughter is not going to burst out crying on the internet and then cuss us out because we got concerned, Pure Bible, and then call us slow. You know what I'm saying? Try to say she was joking and said, who ate all of the badutsi? Jada, Pure Bible. I don't know why she didn't look at your lips and see if you were the one who ate up all of her girlfriend, allegedly her kitty cat. This is crazy, guys. That whole family stole off. Still.
That's not even the worst of it, because according to Willow, Jada and Will have pretty much controlled her life from the very start, and she has had very little to say in the direction her life went. For example, when she dropped her song Whip My Hair in 2010, she was only 9 years old, and the song became such a big hit that she was instantly thrown into the limelight. I mean, she had already been in the limelight, but that was because of who her parents were. When she released Whip My Hair, she became famous because of who she was. But it turns out that Willow didn't want to do the song, and she was forced into it by her parents. Growing up.
See, so she didn't even want to be in the Hollywood scene. And I'm telling you, I always felt like Willow was the one that was going against how Hollywood, like how they were trying to make her be. She didn't want to do that. But I feel like that's why she's getting high, clearly, on her internet, high out her mind, because that's hard to fight. You know what I'm saying? All this long time. You know, that's why Jaden fell out first. You see him and Justin Bieber had an affair last year right in front of our face. Y'all got to smash that like button.
because of who her parents were. When she released With My Hair, she became famous because of who she was. But it turns out that Willow didn't want to do the song and she was forced into it by her parents. Growing up with famous parents, she already knew the pressure that came with fame and she didn't want to go into music yet because she felt like she was too young and didn't want to deal with the struggle of being a singer. She told her parents this, but they didn't listen.
I definitely had to forgive you and Daddy, for that whole With My Hair thing. It was mostly Daddy, because he was so, harsh at certain times.
So she was forced into that. She didn't want to live the Hollywood lifestyle. She didn't want to do music and all of that stuff like that. But she was forced into the Hollywood life like most of them kids. That's why they grow up and be thrown off.
You and Daddy, for that whole With My Hair thing. It was mostly Daddy, because he was so, harsh at certain times. I'm trying to regain trust for not feeling like I wasn't listened to or no one cared what I felt during that time.
It got so bad that she developed an identity crisis because she just didn't know who she was. It's not surprising, and we see this happen a lot with child stars who are pushed into the limelight from a very young age.
See that? That's why she was having the identity crisis. Being pushed into the Hollywood limelight, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel bad for her, kind of still, even though she an adult and she's talking about who ate all the, coochie and all this, but she still was forced in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Where she didn't even know who she wanted to be. Let's get them likes up to 500, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building.
I'm trying to regain trust for not feeling like I wasn't listened to or no one cared what I felt during that time.
It got so bad that she developed an identity crisis because she just didn't know who she was. It's not surprising, and we see this happen a lot with child stars who are pushed into the limelight from a very young age. Her mental health pretty much tanked after this, and she had to struggle with that as well, on top of dealing with all the pressures of her newfound fame.
Just in this gray area of who am I? Is there, do I have a purpose? Is there anything that I can do besides?
She was facing such a crisis that she shaved off her hair, and it's kind of hard to imagine how bad her mental health got.
See, and that's when you knew that the girl was going through the mental health thing, to where she ended up shaving off her hair, pure survival, and she wasn't trying to look like her mom twin. You see, she has the gothic look. She thought that she was a gothic person, pure survival. And then she been doing in the rock bands and different things like that, which a lot of kids go through different phases and shit like that, pure survival. But the Hollywood thing is totally different. The things that you have to see, the things that you have to, you know what I mean? You can only imagine. It's been a while since some weird shit happened in the Smith family. They've been trying to be quiet about shit. Pure survival. We only been seeing Will come out doing music, took his ring off, but he's still controlled by Jada. Pure survival. He don't want to come out flat out and say, "Look, I left that hoe." You know what I'm talking about? And we just staying married because we don't want to, because of the money thing. He's still trying to be in secrecy, but it's hard for them kids because they getting older. You know what I mean? They still got these mental problems. Let's get them likes up, guys. Everybody smash that like button in the building. If you're watching, hit that like button. This is crazy.
Is there anything that I can do besides?
She was facing such a crisis that she shaved off her hair, and it's kind of hard to imagine how bad her mental health got that she took such a drastic step as a child. Willow also revealed that she started engaging in self-harm behavior as a way to cope with the pain.
I was just plunged into this black hole, and I was cutting myself. What?
Yeah, this is just heartbreaking, but don't even get me started on how...
See that? And that's heartbreaking. She started cutting herself. Look, somebody funny motherfucker. Somebody said, "Jamil, you got sugar in your tank." You goddamn right I got sugar in my tank. Pure the Bible. I'm a type 2 diabetic. You goddamn right. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I got to get my sugar down. Goddamn it. I got to get my sugar down.
Got that she took such a drastic step as a child. Willow also revealed that she started engaging in self-harm behavior as a way to cope with the pain.
I was just plunged into this black hole, and I was cutting myself. What?
Yeah, this is just heartbreaking, but don't even get me started on how Jada and Will pretty much left their kids to raise themselves. In an interview, Will said, "We don't do punishment. The way that we deal with our kids is they are responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible."
Wow, see, and that was the problem. Absolutely not. Will Smith came out and said when they were like 2 and 3 years old, look, we just let our kids do what they want to do. Pure the Bible. We are celebrities. We leave them with the damn babysitters or the maids and all of that type of stuff. The people that would take care of them while they were out doing their stuff. Said, I let them be responsible adults at 2 and 3 years old. Pure Bible. They make their own decisions. I try to tell them this shit while they're young. I'm telling you, that's why them kids was thrown off.
What?
Yeah, this is just heartbreaking, but don't even get me started on how Jada and Will pretty much left their kids to raise themselves. In an interview, Will said, "We don't do punishment. The way that we deal with our kids is they are responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible." So basically,
he ain't get his ass whooped, and Willow didn't get her behind spanked either. Pure survival. They didn't give out beatings, so they definitely ain't grow up like how I did. Pure survival. You gonna get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? They talk about, look, we don't punish them, nothing. We just buy them a video game and push them in the room. Pure survival. Go in there and play the game. So they was able to do whatever the hell they wanted. They seeing all of this weird Hollywood shit happening. I'm pretty sure they was dropped off at Diddy's freak off dungeon with Will and Jada over there having freak off. They in a whole nother room with all the freak off parents and they're busting it wide open. They put all the kids in the same freak off room, the freak off babysit room, and then the kids start having an affairs with each other. This is wild, guys. Y'all got to smash that like button. We are surviving the Smiths.
Punishment. The way that we deal with our kids is they are responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible. So basically, they threw the kids into the limelight and pretty much left them to fend for themselves. And it got so bad that Jaden asked to be emancipated at 15. Yes, 15. Now, for those who don't know, emancipation basically means that he wants to be declared an adult. It's kind of...
What the hell? So he wanted to be emancipated at 15. Do y'all know what that means, y'all? When he was 15, he said, I want to be emancipated. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know what the hell that means. Bible, can y'all tell me what that means? Emancipated? What is that? 15 years old? Let's get them likes up to 1,000. And y'all, please tell me what emancipation is. I don't know. And that court wondered, like... I don't know. I'm going to hear what they saying that it is.
Lives. Our concept is as young as possible.
Oh, he wanted to be a legal adult at 15? Oh, yeah, you lost your motherfucking mind. Emancipation. I couldn't imagine if I'd have told my mom, Mom, I'm 14, I want to be emancipated. My mom would have said, you don't going to sit your motherfucking ass down. Emancipated? Or you want to be emancipated? Well, pay all these bills in this motherfucking house.
Give them as much control over their lives as possible. So basically, they threw the kids into the limelight and pretty much left them to fend for themselves. And it got so bad that Jaden asked to be emancipated at 15. Yes, 15. Now, for those who don't know, emancipation basically means that he wants to be declared an adult. It's kind of wild how he wanted to be an adult at 15 because most adults are fighting to go back to being kids. If you think that's crazy, well, welcome to the life of the Smiths because it gets crazier. His parents were not exactly against his emancipation, even though Jada expressed some concern. This happened years ago, but Jaden's desire for freedom caused people to believe that his parents were not exactly doing a great job parenting him, and he decided to live his life on his own terms. And speaking of Jaden, do y'all remember a time when everyone was convinced that he was doing drugs? Even though he never acted like he was crazy or unstable, there was a lot of speculation that he could be under the influence because he...
And he definitely was on drugs. Did you see that boy go to the music awards or whatever award show? He had a Halloween, he had a haunted house on the top of his motherfucking head at the award show. I don't know what award show it was, but he chose a black, creepy ass some shit that Kanye West probably choreographed it. He had on his head, ladies and gentlemen, so you know that they throw it off. You know, and I'm not letting Jada Pinkett just go with this because she caused all of this shit. She turned everybody out. And now this girl is allegedly saying that you had an entanglement with your daughter's girlfriend? This is why she was really crying on the internet and lashing out. Now she cussing us out for defending her.
Jaden, do y'all remember a time when everyone was convinced that he was doing drugs? Even though he never acted like he was crazy or unstable, there was a lot of speculation that he could be under the influence because he looked like he had lost a lot of weight. I'm not gonna lie, there were times when he did have that drugged up look, and there was a lot of...
Hold on, and look at the boy. Look at him. Look at him.
Stable. There was a lot of speculation that he could be under the influence because he looked like he had lost a lot of weight. I'm not gonna lie, there were times when he did have that drugged...
Look at this, guys. Do y'all remember when he was first forced into Hollywood by the goddamn Smith family? Survival. He was the little karate kid. You remember this? This is when you was like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at the little cute little boy. He's pursuit to happiness with his father, Survival. When he first came out, we was all like, oh, he gonna be the next. He gonna be just like Will Smith. We never knew he was gonna go from this to this motherfucker Skeletor looking motherfucker right here, Bible, with this goddamn, I don't know what that pink shit he got slapped on his head right there during survival. He went from this little innocent boy to this crazy motherfucker right here, Bible, started getting spaced out right there. Looked like he high out of his mind, Bible. You can't tell me that boy ain't out of space somewhere. He is out of space. Look at his face. That shit looks scary as hell right there, Bible. Somebody, like I said, I'm praying for the kid. Then he started to try to like clean up his act a little bit. Started to look like this shit. You know what I'm saying? But then Tyler, the Creator, he came out and said that that was his boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? These were all these moments in these Hollywood kids' lives. Pure survival. I know it may sound funny the way I'm breaking it down, but I'm not laughing at this. Because I believe that they're going to have these mental problems forever, no matter how much money they got. You know what I'm saying? And then look at the motherfucker right here, Bill Survival. Look at him right here. He could have played in the movie Meteor Man. Look at the motherfucker, Bill Survival. You know what I'm saying? But this is all your fault, Jada.
Look, and there was a lot of concern among fans about what was going on with him. Well, it turns out that he was on drugs at some point in his life. While we don't know if he was on drugs around the time he was looking so skinny, he recently admitted that he had tried some psychedelic drugs, and the wild part is that his mom was the one who introduced him to them.
You hear that? When Jaden Smith, I remember, yo, let's get them likes up, guys. Everybody in the building, everybody smash that like button. Because this is self-awareness. All the parents in the building, do not get your kids hooked on drugs. Because he did come out and say that his mom had him on psychedelic drugs. Pure survival. So you automatically telling him, look, you throw it off. Here, put these drugs in your system. It's going to make you feel better. She probably was putting drugs in his baby bottle. Pure survival. Who fucking knows?
We don't know if he was on drugs around the time he was looking so skinny. He recently admitted that he had tried some psychedelic drugs, and the wild part is that his mom was the one who introduced him to them. Even worse, it wasn't just Jaden who got hooked on the drugs, because she also got Willow hooked as well. In a recent interview, he revealed, I think it was my mom actually that was really the first one to make that step for the family. It was just her.
Did you hear him say this? Jaden said this out of his mouth. I think it was my mom that made the step for the family. She said, look, all of us will put the panties on. Matter of fact, you already got them on? Okay, cool. She sat with her boxers on, set up a red table, said, Jaden, you sit there. Willow, you sit there. Now, we all gonna get on drugs, and I've been on drugs, but now y'all got to get on them. You know what I mean? She had a get on drugs meeting. Jaden said it right here.
Hooked on the drugs because she also got Willow hooked as well. In a recent interview, he revealed, I think it was my mom actually that was really the first one to make that step for the family. It was just her for a really, really long time, and then eventually it just trickled and evolved, and everybody found it.
Told you. And I didn't even know that. Jaden said it was just her. Jada was on the drugs by herself, pure survival, still thinking that Tupac living in the guest room. She had those kids writing letters to Tupac. And they weren't even thought about when Tupac was alive. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? So you know she was delusional. I've heard little Willow talking about, yeah, I wrote a letter to Tupac and da-da-da-da. How you writing the man that's in a rest in peace to Tupac? Pure survival. Tupac was probably telling you, Jada, go sit down somewhere. Why are you embarrassing that man like that? Why are you turning your kids out? Pure survival. You know what I mean? Yes, very delusional, seeker of the truth. Very delusional. And I'm not going to believe that Willow, I knew that Willow was crashing out because of Miss Motherfucker Alopecia. Praise the Bible. I knew that she had to have something to do with it. But now they're trying to make the Willow say that she was joking. She knew what she wanted to say. She said on that picture while she was crying, who ate all the pussy? Praise the Bible. Where did she get that from? You know what I mean? No, she knew what the hell she was saying. She wasn't joking. And she was crying because allegedly Jada ate up all the real.
I think it was my mom, actually, that was really the first one to make that step for the family. It was just her for a really, really long time. And then eventually it just trickled and evolved, and everybody found it in their own ways. Using drugs around your kids is bad enough, but introducing them to the drugs is just some nasty, nasty business. And it's not like Jaden was making things up, because according to sources, Willow has also confirmed the same thing. An insider revealed that Willow claims that Jada introduced psychedelic drugs to the family as a way to help them relax, and eventually it evolved into something that the entire family did together to pass away time.
Wow, psychedelic drugs introduced to the whole family so she can control all of their minds. And we saw it, Will. I'm happy that you got away somehow from her and you doing whatever you're doing and trying to do music and shit. But she had them all brainwashed. She had them all brainwashed, clearly.
Revealed that Willow claims that Jada introduced psychedelic drugs to the family as a way to help them relax, and eventually it evolved into something that the entire family did together to pass away time. Well, Jada reacted to her kids' claims in a statement to People magazine where she said, "I think people have made a lot of assumptions, and you know what? Rightfully so. I have to take ownership of that. In regards to the narrative that I've participated in, the falsehoods about myself, I struggled with depression for so long, and the thing about the plant..."
And she admitted that it was her. You see, this is what she's saying. Because she struggled with depression and anxiety and things like that, which a lot of people do. But that, Jada, had trickled down to your children. Pills her Bible. Look at how she crying. This is the same way Willow face looked it. In the new video with her crying. Your daughter looked just like you. Pills her Bible. And this is crazy. You need to come out, Jada, and just tell the world, write a book about yourself for once. Spell the Bible. Every time you wrote a book, you pretty much talk bad about Will. This is why we raced to go get the book, so we can hear how much you disrespect Will Smith. Spell the Bible. When are you going to make a whole book where you talk about you? All the fucked up shit you did. Getting the whole family high. You know what I'm saying? Still thinking Tupac is coming back to get you and y'all going to get married and shit. And Will going to come be the best man at the wedding. Spell the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
So I have to take ownership of that. In regards to the narrative that I've participated in, the falsehoods about myself, I struggled with depression for so long, and the thing about the plant medicine is it helps you feel better, but also solves the problems of how you got there in the first place. She got cooked on social media, and people said stuff like, "That Surviving Jada documentary finna go crazy."
You see that? That Surviving Jada documentary. They still need to come out with a Surviving Jada Pinkett series. I'm telling you, you hear what they saying. They should have dropped that series. I don't know why it ain't been a Surviving Jada Pinkett series come out yet. Because the Bible, I know I will watch it. Yo, let's get them likes up, guys. Let's get 300 likes in the building. Like, it should have definitely been there. But we need to get a Jada Pinkett. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would want to see a Surviving Jada Pinkett Smith series. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't. I just think it'll be funny as hell. But I hope that she come out and really admit to her wrongdoings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you clapped your son's boyfriend's cheeks. Now your daughter is allegedly saying that you clapped her girlfriend's cheeks. This is crazy.
Feel better, but also solves the problems of how you got there in the first place. She got cooked on social media, and people said stuff like, "That Surviving Jada documentary finna go crazy." Every year, Jada Pinkett Smith finds a new way to horrify us. Every single year. And Jada Pinkett Smith is bad in every conceivable way.
See that? They said every year she was coming out back to back doing something to horrify us. And then get mad when we speak on it. Now you got your kids doing it. Well, Jaden Smith been doing it, following behind you. Now Willow shit is crashing out. She's getting high, getting on the internet, saying things that y'all don't even want us to know. And Will Smith trying to make a comeback. Now it's going to be hard because what Willow just did. Now we got to keep checking up on her because I don't know what the hell that girl going to do next. Let's get them likes up to 300. Because y'all think she going to stop here? Oh, no. Willow's going to keep continuing until she come down off that high. Just like motherfucking Kanye West. Pure survival. Remember when Kanye West was crashing out for like 6 weeks straight? Kanye been quiet for the last 3 weeks. Pure survival. He probably got some of that Jada Pinkett meds in him. He got them Jada Pinkett drugs in him. Somebody sit Kanye West ass down and put them Skittles in his motherfucker mouth. Pure survival. That's why we ain't been hearing him for a while. This is crazy.
Finna go crazy. Every year, Jada Pinkett Smith finds a new way to horrify us. Every single year. And Jada Pinkett Smith is bad in every conceivable way. This situation is all shades of messed up, but I do want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Jada is just as bad as people say, or is she just misunderstood? Let me know.
Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Jada Pinkett is bad as what everybody say, or do y'all think, put a 2 in the chat, that she's just misunderstood? Because I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And this is a prime example of why your daughter's up there cussing us out right now. High out her mind. Like she don't got a care in the world that we even notice she high like that. She's high and she's saying it was you, Jada. And I believe her.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too.
See, and she said that we are slow and we're also we're slow and we're sweet like molasses. Pure survival. So she think that we are dumb. You know what I'm saying? That we are sweet. We don't know what's going on. And that's the horrible part about it, though, for Willow to come out and do that when we were only showing concern about her. If you notice how she's dissing us, to me,
but it was
to me, I feel like that's her mom, her mom in her. That's her mom in her. Maybe, you know, because when you cried like this 3 days ago or 2 days ago, we felt bad for you genuinely. We was like, damn, what's wrong with Willow? You know what I'm saying? We used to Jaden Smith's crashing out. Pure Bible. What is wrong with Willow? Why is she crying? But a lot of people never read the top. I know my ass didn't. I didn't read what she said at the top. Pure Bible. All I saw was you crying. So I instantly thought something was wrong with you. Then somebody said, read the top, Jamil. And then it said, who ate all the Pussy? This is why she was crying. I said, what the hell in the weird shit is that? She do a picture up there crying and said, who ate all the real Pure Bible? And then when we showed concern, she comes back with this. Because I believe her PR team, I think Will Smith PR team, they said, look, your daughter got to go up there and say that she was just playing, that she was joking or whatever, da-da-da-da-da. So she comes back and say that she was just joking by doing this and then call us slow and saying that we are dumb and all of this type of shit when all we did was show concern. And then I hear this morning that allegedly her mom is the one she was saying that ate up all the Pussy. That's crazy. So they must be beefing on the low for her to say that. Oh, and the drugs too.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed.
Did y'all think, put a 1 in the chat if y'all thought it was funny when she posted that picture crying? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all thought that it was funny. That it was anything funny about her crying. If you wanted to say who ate up all the Pussy, you should have had a smile on your face. Pure Bible. Who ate all the Pussy? You didn't do that. You made us think that something was wrong. Yes, crying is never
Y'all
funny.
niggas.
Who just said that? Crying is never funny. Crying is never funny. Crying is never funny. Thank you so much. Because that's the facts. There was nothing funny or cute about you crying, little girl. Smash that like button. And now you want to tell us the truth.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense.
It was funny. Shit. Where did she get the y'all niggas from though, y'all? Like, when did she start talking like that? Pure survival. Or that's the part that really blew my mind. I'm not used to that girl talking like that. Yes, the family messed up. Salute to Iz's Walk Guy. Guy just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Where did she get? Yes, this shit ain't funny at all. But when she's saying, y'all, niggas, like, was she listening to DMX? You sue fuck my nigga. I mean, god damn it.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit. It's so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed. Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow. Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny. Shit.
It was funny. Shit. Willow, I hope to God you don't turn to be like your mom and you go get a show and call it the Pink Table, Pure Survival, and just start airing shit out. Y'all gotta smash that like button, man. This is crazy, guys.
So what? I don't care. Y'all can't take a joke. So what if I like to eat the booty like groceries? Who cares? I don't care if my mom knows that I like to eat booty, and so does my dad. He doesn't care. My dad likes to eat butt too, and so does my mom. So I don't care. Y'all can be mad. Y'all are gonna be just dollars. That's all y'all is. Y'all just dollars. And I survive. That's why y'all can't take a joke. Okay? I am Willow and I'm broke. Y'all just look at me like I'm a little girl. I'm not a little girl anymore. Okay? Y'all need to be all y'all business. I know y'all sorry. Y'all hear me speaking the N-word. It doesn't matter. I'm a grown woman. And I like to eat the booty. Hold on. I like to eat the booty like groceries. Okay? All the ladies, line up. What do you think a tongue is for?